What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 squeeze stocks to add to your watch list for this upcoming week based off of the short interest percentage. So I'm going to go over all that, but first make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that said, let's get right to it. So this upcoming week is going to be a roller coaster. Unfortunately, just for face value, I think it does appear as though it's going to be, for the most part, fairly negative. You do have a couple consumer-linked data points coming out this week, a hell of a lot of Fed speakers, and not only that, though, the whole Iran scenario, who knows exactly how that's going to develop into going into next week. So a lot of volatility. Of course, volatility could work both ways. If things work favorably for the broader market, this is where you could see a lot of upside, and thus a lot of heavily shorted stocks that I'm going to talk on could really stand to benefit. But right now, fear and greed index is at 46. So that has pulled down quite a lot. Even, I believe, on Thursday, it was around 62. So again, there's a lot more fear in the market as of even a couple of weeks ago. And you can kind of see that right here. So 1 year ago, 60. 1 month ago was 73. And then 1 week ago was 62. So let me know your thoughts on that. Earnings. So earnings as well is going to be a big influence in the broader market. More notably for this upcoming week will be Netflix, a lot of big banks. So we'll just have to wait and see what does come from that. So like I said, just to add an extra layer on to everything, a lot of volatility. But the stocks I'm going to be talking on are very overextended, like as far as shorts, and so that could again stand to benefit. First stock is very popular among retail, and that is RILY Financial, tickers RILY. On Friday, it did go down 7.28% over this last 1 year, down 20.63%, and year to date, so 2024, still managing to be green, so 1.33%. This is what they do. In case you are curious, I know I've brought this company up quite a few times under this, list, because it has been heavily shorted for a while, just not really having a epic of all squeezes has happened yet for that. But starting off, 69.32% of the free float is being shorted. And that works out to be 11.22 million shares overall are being shorted. 105.89 thousand shares were returned on Friday. So this is why I like to analyze this information even on a typical day-to-day video, because by them returning on that bloodbath of a day kind of shows that it was unjustified. So again, that's kind of some context behind the scenes. Utilization is 97.94 and cost to borrow average is 93.13. So this is stock number 5. Moving on to stock number 4, BMEA Fusion, ticker BMEA. Down 2.26% on Friday over this last 1 year, down 48.12 in 2024, down 10.61%, and this is what they do. So again, pause it and read through it. I have vetted a lot of these companies to ensure that they have not done a recent reverse stock split, because that really does skew the Ortex numbers quite significantly. So just kind of be aware of that. On a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information in one area, such as press releases, SEC filings, fireside chats, if you're curious on earnings, when it's going to be and everything, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. Link in the description below and also the comments. So highly recommend you taking advantage of that. But moving on though, 71.48% of the free float is being shorted. Similar to the last company, shorts did return about 96,000 shares on Friday, but that's still a drop in the bucket considering 13.85 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 78.48 and cost of borrow average is 11.68%. And through Interactive Broker, short availability does indicate around 20,000 shares is available to be shorted. So that's kind of a similar scenario among all the stocks, so shorts are somewhat overextended. Moving on to stock number 3, so SunPower Corporation, ticker SPWR. This one has been on this list on and off quite a lot, but Friday it went down 0.8%. This is what they do, so you can pause it again and read through it. As far as this right here though, 76.25% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 39.44 million shares overall are being shorted. Interesting aspect though, shorts did increase about 54,000 shares on Friday. Utilization is 89.65 and cost of borrow average is 6.16%. Just want to draw your attention to this. You can kind of see short interest was roughly about 20 something or 30%, somewhere around there, and that was January and February. But they did double the hell down on SunPower. So right now, this is kind of crazy stuff. So all-time high is 79.69%. So very, very close to that. Moving on to stock number 2. So this one is a new one. It's never been on this list before, and it's Bak Holdings, if I'm saying that right. Ticker is BACK, down 5.81% on Friday, 2024. It is up 39.37%, and in the last 1 year, down 32.9%. This is what they do. So you can healthcare facilities based out of Franklin. And so that's kind of good stuff. But seasonality, April seems to be a very red month for it over this last 4 years that it's been trading, down 11.2%, but kind of looks like it makes up for it in May. So take that with a grain of salt. But then again, I'm not here to talk about their day-to-day operations. I'm here to talk about this. So 77.15% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 757.03 thousand shares overall are being shorted. Shorts increased about 13,000 shares on Friday. It is on this threshold list, so something to kind of consider. Utilization is 68.16%, and cost to borrow average is 395.78%. And moving on to stock number 1. So this company right here was on this list last week, and it was a new one, so it just kind of came out of nowhere. But this stock is very heavily shorted. So that is Euronav, NV, tickers EURN. Friday went down 1.81%. Over this last 1 year, down 4.46%. And in 2024, down 7.45%. This is what they do. So out of Belgium, and oil and gas storage and transportation. But interestingly enough, 82.2% of the free float is being shorted. 3.25 million shares overall are being shorted. Friday shorts did return 82.2 thousand shares, and cost to borrow average is 4.65%. Utilization is 73.36. So very, very high. One thing that I just wanted to bring up, just so you are aware, is I know I don't really bring it up all the time, but shares on loan, that's something you want to really watch for as well. So you can always go back and kind of look at it, because 3.36 million shares is on loan and 3.25 million is overall being shorted. So that typically, whenever it's very close, is a good indication that there is naked shorting. But more specifically, just wanted to go back over to, I believe it's this one right here. So SunPower Corporation. So 66.11 million shares overall are on loan. Just to give you a good overview of that, that is more than the free float. So a very good indication that there is naked shorting happening with this company. So all in all, let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What other stocks do you feel is going to have a short squeeze? Or do you think that the overwhelming amount of fear in the market is just going to take over and have shorts increase their position with a lot of these stocks, despite it being like 70% plus? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend thus far. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 7 fractional shares, which is a $35 total value. So that's a pretty good return on investment for throwing $100 at a new account. So take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.